a lot of this stuff will be cut out. So if you see random cuts, it's because we're stupid.
And we're just having some fun.
Exactly. So sorry you miss out on the entertaining parts.
All right, welcome back to the Stallion Talk podcast, the official podcast of the Phi Alpha chapter of Sigma Lambda Beta International Fraternity Incorporated. My name is Alejandro Rey Marquez, and today I'm joined by two brothers, the chain and anchor of the ship, Guardianes del Futuro. One of the guys is the one who typically runs the show, and the other one is the chapter president for our 25-26 school year. Please welcome me in joining 108, Edwin Forjador Lopez, and 110, Juan Además Miranda Arevalo.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, you got it. Hey, you got through it.
I practiced that an unbelievable amount.
Very unbelievable amount.
In the past 20 minutes.
About 2 minutes. Yeah,
20.
About 2 minutes.
Maybe like 30.
You'd be, yeah, I don't know. We'll double check there.
Anyways, all right. What's up, guys? I know it's a new face kind of hosting today, but we wanted to give Edwin his own spotlight and a chance to kind of be a part of the podcast and not the one leading it. So that's the only reason I'm here.
That's it. That's the only reason. We don't want him here otherwise.
It's honestly,
he's just, hold on, to be fair, he's just such a good host. It's kind of hard to put him anywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. But, I know it's honestly weird being in this position. I hate being interviewed, kind of.
Don't think of it as an interview. Think of it as a podcast.
It's literally a conversation.
Yeah, okay, I know that's what I tell people, but still, in the sense that you're asking us questions about our lives and stuff, and that's...
You don't like being asked questions about your life?
I actually love asking questions about my own life. To myself.
Okay, good to know. Good to know what you do.
That sounds therapeutical.
That's not what I meant, but you know what? I'm going to run with it because it's funny. All right, so I guess the first thing we should start about is just learning a little bit about you guys. I guess we'll start with Edwin. I got a few questions here just to kick off the conversation. So how did you find your way to Lincoln? Where are you from, I guess? Are you from Nebraska? Are you from somewhere else?
So... I always just keep it simple, say I'm from Grand Island, even though I was actually born in Crete, Nebraska, just like 30 minutes away from Lincoln. So I've always been around Lincoln-ish around. But yeah, no, like when I was like 10, went to Grand Island, lived there for like, again, good portion of my life. So I always just say I'm from Grand Island. I graduated from there. Keep it simple. But yeah, just ended up here.
That's it?
How does one end up here?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're talking for like college purposes, then I mean, it was really like one of the only options I liked. I mean, I've always wanted to do like sports media stuff. It's like something I did in high school, like sort of like broadcast like games and stuff, basketball games. Football,
so you'd pirate games?
At what?
You'd pirate games?
Pirate? Okay, now that's not pirating.
No, he was endorsed by the school.
Exactly. I was not paid. Was I?
He was free labor.
Yeah. Actually, technically, I was paid. I actually was.
And like what?
Paid
like
with
school
experience?
Lunches? No. Like paid actual hard cash.
How much did they pay you?
Not a lot, to be honest. But honestly, I took it. But I actually enjoyed it. And then this was like the only school in the area that actually had something that I liked. So
isn't it like the only school in the area?
Kearney has something similar, but it's like a lot smaller than what this is, and this is already pretty small.
Interesting. You think this school's small?
Apparently, yeah. I mean, if you go to like, I was looking at stuff like USC and like other colleges and stuff like that, then their programs are huge.
Damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. We'll go back and forth. That's how we'll do this. So I ask him where you're from, and I'll go to Juan, and then we'll just kind of keep going back and forth.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Okay. So me, I'm from Omaha. I grew up around like the downtown area, and honestly, I don't know how I ended up here, low-key. It was a last-minute decision. I remember, like, my last semester of my senior year, my teacher asked me, where are you going to college? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, it's March.
Like, you have to decide before May.
No, she told me, like, maybe figure that out. And I was like, okay.
So, like...
And then I got a story for this. So... I was just like, look, I don't know what I even want to do. Like, I always knew I wanted, like, STEM, like, maybe some sort of engineering, but low-key didn't know. But I remember I was playing Minecraft with one of my friends, And then I was just like, yeah, low-key, I don't know what I want to do. I want to go to college, but I don't know for what. And he's just like, hold on, let me Google something. He Googled like top like engineering majors. And he's like, it says chemical engineering right there. Why don't you do that? I was like, that's how I chose my major.
So like you had no previous interest in it?
Well, I like chemistry. That's about it.
Insert inappropriate joke right here.
All right.
So yeah,
That's a lot more valid than you might think, though, because when I chose my major, when I was choosing between like accounting or something else, I literally looked up which ones were the highest salary, and I was like, that's the one I'm gonna go with.
no, it wasn't even just that. It was just like, it sounds interesting and different, and I chose it. So yeah, my major was chosen over a game of Minecraft. But once I was like, all right, I'll do chemical engineering. My original plan was to stay in Omaha to go to UNO, but that ended up not happening because they just don't have chemical engineering. I'm like, well, I guess I have to go to Lincoln. So that's how I ended up here.
Ain't Lincoln so much better though?
I much prefer Omaha.
You know, I'm really torn. I think if you would have asked me that question before 21, I would have been like, yeah, Omaha's way better. But after being 21 and being able to partake in adult activities down in Lincoln, I think it's much better than Omaha. Now, I understand
you want to specify drinking?
Yeah. He is.
I never said those words.
No, he is of adult age. He is 21. He is allowed to do this.
And he does it responsibly.
Responsibly.
Yeah, but no, I think as a city, Lincoln is only better in the fall semester because of football. There's just a different environment. It really depends how the season's going. If the season was going great, I think what did we start off like 5-0 or something this season?
Yeah, roughly. Like
we were like undefeated for a little bit, and there's just a lot of energy in the city, and I think that's kind of hard to replace. And then you have like things like the College World Series in Omaha. Those are massive types of environments and types of energies in Omaha.
One thing about the College World Series is back at my job, which for those of you who don't know, I do work at a steakhouse in Omaha, and basically whenever that happened, I know nothing about baseball, and I never knew when it started, but I always figure it out when there'd just be like hundreds of people just like outside the restaurant trying to get in, and it was just like everyone was from out of state. Like there were some from like Colorado, Arizona, Texas, just all there. The first year I worked there, it was hella confusing because I low-key didn't even know what the College World Series was. And I didn't even know what happened in Omaha. So I was pretty out of the loop. But yeah, it's always pretty fun. You get to meet random ass people.
Since then, have you gotten into baseball?
No.
All right.
I mean, I can't see entertainment in that.
It's actually kind of fun if you actually understand what's going on.
I feel like it's really easy to cheer for anything if you have like a stake in it, which is why.
Where'd you get a steak?
What kind of steak?
Your restaurant.
Medium rare?
Of course.
Yes, that kind of steak.
No. But like, for example, if you have like a favorite team, or like if Omaha had a professional baseball team, I know we have a minor league team.
Yeah.
But it's like really easy to care about it because it's like, oh, it's Omaha,
Yeah. I actually went to a few of their games.
The Storm Chasers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been when I was a kid. I haven't been in a very long time. But I'd be down to go again. I feel like it'd be a good way.
Last time I went, I think was freshman year of high school.
Yeah, I don't even remember the last time.
I want to go to a baseball game. I just think I'd
go to the Storm Chasers one. Yeah. Pretty
low-key,
fun. They were really.
It's cheap and it's low-key, I don't know. I like the environment.
Yeah. You can try the 999 challenge. And if you don't know what that is, go look it up. I'm not telling you.
No, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
No, you can look it up. I don't want to talk.
We're not able to do it yet.
Oh, wait.
You put it together? Yeah,
I think.
He's putting it together.
Yeah, we'll tell you after, but if we need to.
Alrighty. So that's kind of a good explanation of where you guys are from, how you ended up here in Lincoln, going to this school. But let's talk about the fraternity. How did you guys find your way into SLB? And more, I wouldn't say more importantly, but how did you guys find yourselves being LBs? We'll start with Edwin.
So I feel like my story is like a little out of position in a way. Like it's like a lot weirder than what most people would say. Because I work at T-Mobile, obviously. He knows where this is going.
I know exactly where this is going.
But
also
look,
where this is
my freshman year here at UNL, it was bad. I didn't really enjoy it too much. Felt really homesick, and like a bit of a cultural aspect. because like GI has a lot of like big Hispanic community. What you doing that for? Come on.
What happened?
He was doing this. But no. It has GI has a bit of a big Hispanic community. Like, it's great. Love it there. I mean, all my family is there. Like, have like all my, there was a time where like 5 uncles were all there from all one side of the family. But once I got to Lincoln, I pretty much knew nobody. I had like one person that I knew, and that was it. It was I'm at a predominantly white school with no sort of connection, I guess. And then freshman year's ends, I get a job at T-Mobile. At one point, Angel stops by, who shout out to him, by the way.
Shout out Angel.
He stops by, you know, because he was helping out our kiosk at the time. I was working at the kiosk in Sam's Club, and I hear that he's, you know, also at UNO. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that's what's up. You know, we start talking about that a bit. And he tells me about SLB, and I'm like, oh, this is actually really cool. I didn't know there was actual like multicultural fraternities. I always thought Greek life was like a, you know, the thing you see in movies, and like it's like very, very not good kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to get associated with any of that. And then it's just sort of kept the interest. I mean, stopped by a couple events, and here I am.
Very interesting. And Angel's interesting because he's also your pops, right?
Absolutely.
So tell me kind of how you built a relationship with Angel enough to where, you know, you were able to, you know, before you ever joined the fraternity, to kind of trust what he was telling you about SLB.
I always looked at it from like, even beforehand, if like, what does he have to lose talking to me about this kind of thing, right? So what does he have to lose about like sort of misleading me about what SLB is about? And so, and after doing a little bit of my own research, just a bit, and I was like, man, this is actually really cool. Like, big on education, big on like cultural awareness, a lot of the stuff that I actually did care about. And then it just very coincidentally, he became my pops, and I was like, okay, that works a lot better. I don't have to sort of get used to talking to somebody I don't really recognize. It's just someone I already know.
Very nice, very nice. So you heard about SLB through Angel. What was the deciding factor of like, yeah, I think I want to give this a try? Because you mentioned the stigma of Greek life, because I know when I came into college, I definitely didn't know that there were like a Latino Greek community. I didn't know that was a thing. So I think a lot of us didn't know that, and we were kind of just trying to, you know, we hear Greek life and we're like, yeah, that's not what we want to be a part of. But what was the deciding factor of like, this is something I want to try. This is something that is interesting. This is something I want to be a part of. What was the deciding factor? Was it Angel? Was it something he said? Was it another brother?
It really was just reflecting on that freshman year, like reflecting about how much I felt out of place, how I felt like I really didn't connect to nobody. And I felt like just that sort of cultural thing was like a really big issue with that. So I felt like this was my chance to actually get closer to that, and not only do that, but keep working on it, you know? Mm-hmm. And that was kind of the selling point for me.
Very nice, very nice. All right, switching tides.
Oh, he just turned and looked at me.
Yeah, to Juan.
What was the question again?
So, how did you end up becoming a brother of SLB? Like, what was the process to that?
Okay, so I think, so obviously freshman year I moved here, and then I was with one of my friends that I basically reconnected with once I realized that we were going to the same university, and we were just like, all right, we're just gonna do whatever. We'll just go to the events. We got nothing else to do. I think this was like the week before the actual classes started. Going around doing whatever. We went to a tabling event. I think it was at the Union outside.
Party at the Union.
I forgot the name, but I go there and I'm just walking, and then that's basically when I just get randomly approached by a random man. That man ended up being Renee, and then he just starts talking to me about it. And I'm just like, I have low-key no clue what a frat is. Like, coming into college, I didn't know what a frat was.
Really?
Yeah, like
At all?
at all.
Like-
didn't know anything about them.
I never seen in like the movie.
I never watched those type of movies.
But I just feel like the word frat or fraternity is just so synonymous with like college. Like,
I did not know.
Any sort of memes or anything? I mean,
yeah, like the frat guy stigma.
yeah, like
I
what's
guess-
up, bro? You know,
I guess
like,
the frat guy stigma I kind of knew, but like I didn't know what a frat was.
I see.
Like, that's a frat guy, but I don't know what a frat is.
I see. I
just
see.
that
I
partial
see.
understanding.
Yeah, it's like a partial understanding. So he talked to me, and I just like was like, okay. But then he basically just said what like recruitment events were happening. So I was just like, well, since I'm still bored as hell here because I got nothing to do, I decided to go some. And then that's basically when I started to meet everyone, met all the bros, and was just like, this seems pretty cool. I'm just digging around, and I stuck around, and then one thing led to another, and now I'm here. That's basically how it happened.
There you go.
And I guess another thing that like drove me was because in high school I didn't do anything. I literally just went to school, left as soon as school was over, and then basically just went to work and went home, played video games, and that's it. I did nothing productive really. So I was just like, I guess this is a good opportunity to do something different. And also it's like just to get better socially. Obviously I'm not the best socially. Everyone knows I'm shy, and I'm pretty sure everyone can think of some awkward moment I've done, but it's fun.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, Renee could sell water to a fish. He is an unbelievable salesperson.
He is.
Their door-to-door sales was created for him, not the other way around. So, that's very interesting. And so it's kind of interesting to look at, the timeline of how you guys became LBs, because Edwin is a year older than Juan, and it's just kind of interesting to see.
Okay,
all right, hold on. You need to chill out.
I'm not exactly. I was like, how? Wait, how? You're 20, right?
Yeah.
Since when?
November.
Yeah, isn't Edwin still the youngest?
No, I'm a month older than him.
He's a month.
2 months older than him.
So he should shut up.
Okay.
Again, you old, okay?
But yeah, no, like
half of the line is older than me.
okay, but look.
But you got on the podcast with the one guy who isn't, or I guess is. I guess whatever.
But what I wanted to say was, out of our line, I was the only sophomore.
That is true.
So like, it was a little weird knowing like, okay, I'm just with a bunch of freshmen, I guess.
Is that really that weird though?
A bit. I don't know. It was like a time where I was like, what am I doing hanging out with freshmen?
Luckily, sometimes I can't tell the difference.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I'm sorry. I had an internal dialogue that made me really laugh. No, but that's funny because when I was online, we were 3 sophomores and 2 freshmen as well. And so I never thought it was weird at all. I didn't think anything of it, to be frank. I was just whatever. I didn't even think of them as freshmen. They were just people.
What was that?
Hey, I'm a sophomore. I got more seniority than these guys. Get the hell out of here.
I don't know. I guess it was just a bad way to look at things, honestly.
My fault. I was born after you.
By what?
By a
2
month.
months? But no, it's like weirdly enough, like Luis, he's older than me, and he's a freshman, so it's like okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's all very interesting.
Dula is also older than you, and he's also a freshman.
I forget. Is he?
Yes.
Well, you guys are sophomores now. You're not freshmen anymore, so.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Well,
but at the time.
At the time.
Okay.
Well,
Also, it's crazy that you don't know everyone's birthday.
well, it's like I remember. I'm not the greatest with birthdays. All right, I suck at remembering stuff.
When's my birthday? Yeah,
That one's easy.
That was.
it is not that difficult to
It
remember.
literally isn't.
I'm trying to remember, man. All right.
He shares it with another one.
I do share. I share. I don't want to say which one because I might give it away.
He will go away. That's why I just called him another one.
Yeah, but he is like 12 hours older than me.
Damn. I want to say August.
Not even close. All right, he's currently dying, by the way.
Where'd you get August from?
I don't even know. All right. Again, I'm terrible with birthdays. What was it? Like what? March? No.
It's not March.
How close am I?
I don't know.
No, we don't know. Well, that's something you can find out later.
I guess. All right. Whatever.
All right.
I'm terrible at remembering.
Yeah, continuing with you guys' path to SLB. Let's talk about, your path within SLB. You guys just turned 1, last semester.
Yeah.
It's a big deal, in my opinion. Officially lose that Neo status. You guys are officially pro fights. Not that I think those are like very official titles anyway, at least not within our organization, but I think I'm just kind of curious, what changes have you noticed from when you started your journey with SLB to kind of right now? What are some changes? What are some things that you've realized about yourself, about the organization, about your personal growth, and then the growth of the organization itself?
I feel like I'm a lot more social now, I guess, and that's a good place to start. I was kind of in the same boat as like Juan, in the sense that I really didn't talk to too many people. I didn't really do much. But now I actually see myself like, being more comfortable in like these sort of situations. I mean, it feels very ironic that someone who, like, again, kind of like Juan, just really didn't talk to anybody.
Just keeps dissing me like crazy.
I
was a loser, just like Juan.
Because he brought it up first.
Yeah, I brought it up, huh?
You brought it up first. Again, I didn't really talk to nobody. I sort of like kept myself in my own little bubble, I guess. And now I typically run this podcast, which, again, very ironic. Like, if I were to tell myself this is what I'd be doing like 5 years ago, I would not believe it.
It's very interesting. It's very good that you accomplished something that you didn't think would have been possible 5 years ago. I think that's a lot of personal growth. What about you, Juan? Obviously, you just became a pro fighter. You just got past that 1 year mark, and you're already the president of the chapter. What type of growth have you?
Why are you saluting me?
You're the president.
Anyways, I don't think he did it right. Anyways,
I don't think I did.
But like, tell me about how. I know that you kind of got jolted into the position, but where is that growth coming from that angle?
Well, most of the growth came from just like the responsibility that was like part of the position, where I kind of had to like lock in my terms, where I kind of just have to like make sure everything gets done and on time. But for the most part, I guess my main growth is the socializing. Like, before, I had my little group chat. Those are the only people I talked to, played video games with, and that's it. And then now I have a lot more people that I talk to, either just like in person or just like message. I have my little group that I just like annoy every day. And yeah, for the most part, it is the social aspect that changed for me. But it is also just like the fact that I'm being more productive, and like there's just more to do, so that means I have to be more productive. So it also is like helped me figure out how I can get stuff done in like an efficient way, but at the same time without overdoing it.
Sure, absolutely.
Oh yeah, you're very responsible now. Like, you weren't even available last semester.
I am responsible?
No, like, you're very responsible.
I am?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so. Like, you like, anytime like I ever tried to plan like recordings like this, like, one of the first things he told me was like, he's not going to really be available for any of it.
Yeah, nap time is very important.
See?
He's on to something.
He scheduled nap time.
I should schedule nap time. I had an unscheduled nap time before this.
Yeah.
I'm a little sleepy.
You can tell.
We all sleepy.
All right, guys. All right.
I think you're the only one that's not tired.
I don't know. To be honest, I think I did eat something and just like took like a 30-minute nap. So
that's a power nap.
Yeah, a bit of a power nap.
My naps consist of like 4 hours.
My naps are usually 2.
I got energy.
I haven't taken one in weeks though.
Dang.
You guys got me tired.
My fault? Am I that boring? Should I say more like random stuff?
Talking about sleep, it makes people sleepy, I think.
Then we should talk about something else.
That's what I think. But you guys wouldn't drop it.
No, that's your cue to transition to the next topic.
Hey.
First time hosting, by the way.
It is my first time hosting, so you need to come make some slack.
I ain't cutting no slack.
Nope.
If you want to see him try this again, please let us know.
No, I think this is all right.
This is gonna be the last time. He's banned after this.
I think this is a first and last for sure. I'm not really.
Because I mean, wasn't there like
material?
wasn't there like a discussion for you to be host at one point? to
I think it was
restart?
not a very serious discussion. I think I said my name initially, but I don't think it was like, I don't think I would have known. Yeah. No, I was-
we dodged a bullet with that one.
yeah, no, I'm not a very podcast host person, but hey, here I am trying to do my best. So,
I'm also doing my best by keeping quiet.
okay. All right, we're gonna move on. So within SLB, what are your guys' favorite memories since becoming brothers?
Favorite memories?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nothing too crazy.
That we can obviously talk about on the podcast.
I mean,
Can't talk about that. You know, I'll go with something more recent. I'll go with Washburn when we went to their founding line.
Yes.
Because that was the first time I've ever gone out of state for anything SLB related.
Yep.
So it was also last minute, by the way. This was like told to me the day before that you guys were going. And
Yeah, that's just that. I
Okay,
was told about
okay,
it.
okay.
3 hours before at the event.
there's a reason for that. But anyways, let me finish my story and then I can explain why that happened. So I get told the day before because we had a recruitment event. And I'm just like, you know what, sure. And it was a Friday night that we left. I had work the Saturday afterwards, and I work all the way in Omaha. So within like leaving Lincoln, I think I was like at 5 p.m. around there on Friday night. Had to go to Washburn and come back and then get ready and go to work in Omaha within like a 24-hour span, which is still crazy when you think of all that driving time, because it's like 3 hours there, 3 hours back, almost an hour to Omaha. So that's just like 7 hours just in driving. So it was crazy, but I had fun. Obviously met a lot of people. But yeah, I'd say that was my most exciting moment, mostly just because it was just something new.
Oh yeah.
sure. What do you?
So
Oh yeah, let's talk about the situation of how Edwin found out 3 hours.
So this guy was just like, yeah, guys, I work on Friday. So, you know, we decided to keep him out of the conversation.
No. I was at Luis's place. We were hanging out. He was like, "Hey, do you work Friday?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh, okay." Doesn't say nothing else. All right. Then it cuts to the day of. I'm over at Walmart getting my oil changed. I'm just getting groceries, getting my oil changed. It was too cold. I'm not gonna bother doing it myself. Okay.
But you went to Walmart.
You went to Walmart to do that?
It's cheap. Okay.
Is it?
How much?
And close by. It was like $60. Again,
Did
it
they
was
use used oil? Did you get fresh oil?
honestly, I don't care. It's an old car. But anyway,
Yeah, I know. I've been in it.
okay. Anyway, at that time, Dooley calls me and says, "Hey, what are you doing? Are you going to Washburn?" I'm like, "No, why? What's going on down there?" And then he tells me what's going on. You know, the whole like there's a probate going on, and I'm like, "What? Y'all didn't tell me anything? I'm not working."
Posted
right
on the national account, by the way.
It was literally posted on the national account. They sent super big. I think Washburn University followed a bunch of betas and like.
I never got a follow of anything. I never got any sort of update.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I saw it, but I saw it, and I remember I saw founding line. I was like, I'm gonna find a way to be there."
Yeah, but as I'm getting told this, I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to go. How long's the drive? It's like 3 hours. When's the event?
And like 2.5.
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
And I'm like, shit. All right, I gotta really get going then. So I go home, I change, I start hauling ass to Washburn.
In snow, by the way.
At some.
Was it snowing already? Was it snowing then? I don't think
No.
It was.
In GI, it was like it was dry. But
You were in GI?
Not okay. No, sorry, my bad. Okay, that was instinctual. It was not from GI, from Lincoln. Sorry,
That was funny. That was
my bad. From Lincoln. All right, it was dry, and then like halfway, and it started like snowing. There was like salt trucks and everything. It was
That
mess.
one salt
Yeah,
truck.
we don't talk about the salt truck, man.
But I managed to get there to see the reveal. Not gonna describe how fast I was going, but it was
Fast.
yes, it was. It's a miracle I was not pulled over.
I know you. I know for a fact that some of our bros that came from Kearney, they got stuck in a blizzard on the way there, and they just had to drive through it. There was like nothing else to do. So, and I was like, I can't believe we didn't get that. But what we did get was once we were in Washburn and the probate was over and all that stuff happened, the roads got real slick.
Yep.
And that was fun, but it was nerve-wracking because I had like 5 people in the car. If it was like me and one other person, I probably would have had a lot more fun with it, but I was like, damn, if I crash, it's going to be over for all of us.
At least you were lucky to have somebody with you during the drive. I was by myself.
Wah.
Hey, it's a drive late at night.
I feel like you could have avoided this by asking Luis about what was happening Friday.
No, well, I think I did. I was like, why? What's going on? He's like, nah, nothing. Don't worry about it. I mean, at that point, I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
I don't know. You just gotta find a way to stay in the loop, man. Like I never got a personal DM about Washburn, but I still saw it everywhere. So, like, it was kind of hard for me. Like, I had other people from different organizations in different cities asking me to go. And I was like, I don't know how you didn't.
I'm just not in the loop.
You gotta stay in the loop, man.
I never was in the loop.
You gotta get in the loop. Anyways, but that's great. Did you have a favorite memory being SLB, or is Washburn pretty good?
That Washburn was a good one, but I'm trying to think of something else. I mean,
trying to be different. Not all his memories are bad.
There's a lot of memories. I mean, I kind of like the stupid moments we have, just like even doing this. I guess to say, I feel like I've had a lot.
Did you just call us stupid?
Yeah. Am I a stupid moment to you?
You know what I mean. Just like those, like, just being able to sort of just do this podcast, learn about just a little bit extra about each of you. Just like these are the conversations you really have, just like on a porch,
acting like you care about us.
Acting, okay.
That's funny. These guys are LBs, by the way. I want everyone to know that.
Which is why I hate even more.
You hate?
Yeah,
hate.
Mm-hmm. All right,
that's a strong word.
Don't worry, I'll make them hug hands and
hug.
I will make them hug and hold hands when we're done with this. That's what I meant to say.
You got a very sleep-deprived host.
No, I'm not even that sleep-deprived. I'm just tired.
How many hours of sleep you get?
Well, last night I passed out at around 3 a.m. I had to wake up. I woke up late. I woke up at 9. So I got 6 hours there. And then I fell asleep right after class at like 4:30. And then I woke up for this. So not ideal by any means, but I heard, so I'm in like a really big calorie deficit, and I heard that being in a calorie deficit makes your energy levels kind of drop until it ends up leveling out. So
makes sense.
That is kind of how biology works.
Yeah, I'm not very smart with that type of stuff. That's just what I heard. So I was like, I guess that makes sense. But caffeine is my friend. I just haven't had any today. But yeah, if you guys don't have any other memories to continue with, I think we're going to transition to our mailbox. So we did get a few questions from a few different people. Do we list the people who asked the questions or no?
It's solely optional. I put it in parentheses just in case.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's fine. I don't feel like there's any problem.
We putting y'all on blast.
One of the first times I did the podcast, there was somebody who like worded their stuff like terribly, and I'm like, nah, I don't. Not one, yeah, because they weren't a bro. I'll just say that much.
Sure. All right. So first question here is from Luis Garcia.
I know that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a great guy.
Yeah. You're OB, ain't he?
Yeah.
I know his last name is Garcia, but I'm so used to them calling it for Cortez. I saw it. I'm like, is he your LB? Who's this guy? Right?
Yeah. I mean, they're both his last name. I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess he just chooses. Depends on the day.
Yeah, I've never seen Garcia by itself. I've always seen just Cortez.
Yeah, I honestly just wrote it as it was, like as close as it was to the Insta page.
Sure. All right, but his question is, this is kind of going like back into some other things we talked about, but what inspires you to keep pushing yourself forward?
To prove people wrong. Spite. It is literally quite spite. I keep going because it's basically proving haters wrong and basically showing off I'm better than them. That's basically it. That's my mentality.
Don't let your enemies win.
Exactly. And it's been working so far. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. And it's a very good drive because like low-key when you don't feel like doing anything, you're just like haters are winning.
That is an accurate statement. I think Sun Tzu said something like that.
Sun Tzu.
That's what I said. I said Sun Tzu said something, and it
Sun Tzu says
Literally.
and it kind of all just got mumbled together. Okay, I'm sorry. English is not a strong suit, and neither is Spanish. I'm not good at
You
words.
need to find a strong suit.
I have a strong suit. It's numbers. Leave me alone. It's not my strong suit. Anyways.
Sure ain't reading.
Anyways,
All right, man.
Edwin.
What is this turning a disc? Yeah. All right.
That's how it always turns out.
Yeah, it usually just turns into. Yeah,
What were you gonna say there?
I don't want to talk about it.
Exactly.
Anyways, let's
But
go
if you
back.
know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Edwin, what about you?
Oh, okay. What inspires me? I don't know.
What? You don't know what inspires you?
I genuinely, I really don't.
Can you make something up that sounds cool?
I can always inspire you.
I could.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
You'll find out.
Raph,
I could
do
just-
something.
I could just go with like I don't know, pure enjoyment, I guess.
For the fun of it.
Yeah, just do it for the fun of it.
Love of the
Just-
game.
Yeah.
So we have one guy who's doing it for the haters. This guy's doing it all for the love.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
which
think
one's winning. Well, I know which one's winning, but
What about you, Hondro?
oh, me? I didn't know I got asked these questions.
Why not? You know.
Well, I feel like we've been leaving you out, Logie.
No, well, I feel like that's the whole point. It's supposed to be about you guys.
Yeah, but now I'm asking you, and now you got to answer the damn question.
All right, my fault, guys, my fault. What inspires me to keep pushing myself forward? That's a good question. Honestly, there's a lot of different moving parts for something like that, but I think the biggest one has to be just like, it had to be kind of like a family thing. So I'm not. I know a lot of you guys are probably first generation students, but I'm blessed enough to not be a first generation student. Both of my parents went to college and got their bachelor's degrees, and then more than that, my dad's siblings, both of his sisters are PhD students. My aunt just became a nurse practitioner, and my other aunt is a pharmacist for One World. So they take education very seriously, and I see how much they push themselves. And even my uncle, my dad's brother, he never went to college, but he's still a very successful person. He still has a lot of different passions that he pursues, like with his whole heart. And seeing that, and for me to not have that same type of intensity with the things I want, it would kind of feel like a spit in the face to all the work they've put up, because they've worked so hard to lay a foundation for someone like me, my sister. And it's like, if I don't take that and run with it, then it feels like it was only for them and not for me, and it wouldn't be utilizing all of my resources. So when I think about things like when school gets really hard, or it's really easy to just like, I don't want to be here anymore, I don't want to do this, I just want to lay in bed, I want to play the game, whatever it is, I just kind of think about my family and the sacrifices they've made and the progress they've made in their own lives, and how it's a responsibility to myself and to them to carry that forward. And when people come after me, if I have kids or whatever the situation, like hopefully they'll feel the same way I feel. And that's kind of how I view it, building that generational wealth, not maybe literal money, but that generational aspect of knowledge and expectation and stuff. So I know that was a little bit more serious answer, but
Yeah, my answer sounds stupid now.
sorry. No, I think it's real. I think
we could always go deeper with our answers. I mean,
yeah, we can
always
And
go deeper.
I would like to say that there are aspects of both of your guys' answer that absolutely apply to me, because I love proving people wrong. It's like one of my favorite things, and I got a love for the game too. I do things that I don't have to do, that I'm not pursuing professionally, but I love it for the love of the game, and so I'm gonna try my best at it. But if you guys want to go into it more, we can, or we can move on to the next question. I'll leave it up to you guys.
do you want to?
I guess I could just real quick. I mean, I also have the same drive, mostly for my family. I am first gen, so I guess not exactly like Hondro, but again, they pushed me for that education, especially since they figured out I was actually smart from a young age. Low-key, I don't know how I was a dumb child, but anyways, once I figured that out, they really pushed me to just keep going, and that's kind of also what pushes me. It's also for my family, just to like both make them proud and also like meet those expectations.
Very nice.
All right, I guess on my end, I'm doing it just for the love of the game. I felt like through a lot during my just childhood, high school, I haven't been able to just do the things I've wanted to. You know, I felt like I've just sort of doubted myself a lot. I haven't been able to sort of explore what I wanted to do. And I guess being here in Lincoln with little to no restrictions.
What'd that mean?
Well, it's
Gulp.
Okay. No, it really was like, when I say restrictions, I mean I felt like my parents definitely sort of like kept me encased a bit, like to a point where I just never bothered to fully try. And now that I'm out here in Lincoln, I actually have the opportunity to actually put in some effort to follow what I want to do the stuff I love. I mean, I'm doing this. I love doing this. I'm pursuing a career that some people say may not pay a lot in some aspects, but I absolutely love the idea of doing it. And I'm happy with that. I mean, there's like, you guys are obviously following careers that can obviously, get you well off in life, but I want to follow a career that's going to keep me happy,
That's fair.
Valid.
Yeah. Sorry, no.
I mean, it's so serious now that I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I wanted to make light of it. I was like, oh, that might be disrespectful though. So I was over here like, I don't know if the camera can probably see my brain, like the wheel spinning.
Yeah, we always see that happening though.
I feel like an old like 90s computer making the noises, right? But no, I'll just keep it to myself.
Yeah, I'm low-key just like, okay, cool. I mean, it's so serious. It's like, I don't know what to say now.
Yeah, no, but we can move on to the next question.
We're forcing a filter on ourselves.
Exactly. I'm really forcing a filter.
A little bit.
This man gets wild.
Okay, what does that? Wait. What do you mean by that?
He says some out-of-pocket stuff.
Okay, yes, I do, but I think I'm smart enough to not say it on here.
That's not what he was saying a few days ago. He was like, I was saying this, and this.
Well, I know that if I say it,
of the things you were gonna say,
I know it's gonna get cut if I say it. So what's the point of saying it if no one's gonna hear it?
Love of the game.
Love of the game.
Julie.
Back to our scheduled programming.
There you go.
All right, so the next question I got is from Diego from PE. How important is the Mighty Midwest Connections?
I'd say pretty important. I mean, we don't have we do have the opportunity to hang out with a lot of our Midwest chapters, but specifically the ones out here in Nebraska. I mean, I think we both said our first time ever leaving the state for something Midwest related was very recently, and I'm really hoping that we get to do that again. I mean, and I've had the opportunity to go out in Minnesota, over Minneapolis. I know the University of Minnesota was out there. When I was up there, I was just thinking, man, I wish I could had time to stop by, maybe visit some of those guys. That'd be cool. But yeah, I feel like if we ever get the opportunity to hang out with all those guys, it'd be great,
Right. In my opinion, I think it's pretty important, mostly because it does get lonely if it is just within your chapter, if you just keep talking to it. Like, I love the bros, but like, if I gotta like talk to you like for my entire 4 years here, I'm like, boring, don't you think? But yeah, it's always nice. We see each other pretty often, especially the Nebraska bros. It's always fun just to see them come by. It's like, oh, they're here to support, and then we're also there to support them whenever possible. So it's always just like that sense of community too. But in terms of like the entire Midwest, I haven't really got to meet many other like bros from other states, mostly because it is far.
Yep.
And again, my first time leaving the state was recently. So with that, I'm a little more unfamiliar. I know there's other bros, like older ones, that like know like a lot more out of state bros. But yeah, I find that a sense of community has to be important in order just to make your college experience better. And not only that, you guys can help your each other's chapters grow. And that sense of connection is always just nice to have, both as a student and just like as a man.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, I have to agree. My 2 cents on that is the Mighty Midwest is probably one of the most intricate organizations I've been a part of, like as a region. Obviously it's really easy to connect with the Nebraska chapters here. Most of us are an hour away. I know Kearney's a little bit further, but even then it's 2 hours from Lincoln. It's like maybe 2.5. It's really not a terrible drive to get from here to there. But yeah, those connections that we have outside of state, Iowa State, Wichita, just to name a few. Back when K-State was still active, my Neal semester, I went to K-State just to hang out, just to meet those guys. And now we have a new opportunity with Washburn. They officially don't have chapter status yet. They're still, I think it's, I don't know if they call them colonies now or if it's just a charter. But I think it's a great opportunity to kind of brag a little bit and say, I know I'm friends with founders. I know those guys are real young and all that, but I think that's still a really big flex. But yeah, those connections are just really important because it really shows that brotherhood, and it's really easy for that brotherhood to show itself amongst each other. And more than that, when a group of guys from across different state lines want to accomplish something and they're willing to invest a lot of energy into it, it's a really powerful movement. We haven't seen anything like that recently, but I know things like that have been done in the past. The Cinco de Mayo parade they do in Omaha is probably one of the most prime examples of that. It was way before any of us were born, I think, or if we were born, we were very little. But the Nebraska chapters used to come and have a huge, just, I would say, presence in the Omaha community. That's where they'd go for Cinco de Mayo and stuff like that. And now we have opportunities to do things like that with Beta Mayhem, inviting all these other chapters to come and participate in these sports. Sorry. All right. Chill. But yeah, it's just, and then if we wanted to do something that, aligns with our pillars, just think about how many resources are there amongst the different chapters, think about how much more impactful that could be. And that's why those connections are so important, because that connection is where it all starts. So that's just my 2 cents on it.
Yep.
Do you have any idea of who's for Beta Mayhem, who's stopping by?
No, I don't. That would probably be a Dule question, or just ask Edwin straight up.
Yeah, because I think I remember seeing that that one video they put out, they did supposedly they reached out to a lot of the Midwest.
They reached out to they always reach out to everyone in the Midwest region, and they kind of limit it to that just because they know if they invite everyone, Colorado, for example, realistically they're probably not going to go. So they like focusing. I think they like focusing their energy on people who think they could, because we make the effort to go to Washburn. We make the effort to go to all these other places. I think those brothers want to make the effort to come over here. I think so. But with that being said, we got one last question, a little bit of a funnier one.
I like fun questions.
One more targeted to a certain one, I think.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'm going to say before I say the question. If you know, you know. If you don't know, sorry.
My fault. Find out.
Yeah, you got to find out. You got to get in the loop like Edwin. But this question is from Sebas from Kearney. Who made this account? And now I'm going to say it one more time. Who made this account? And if you don't know who made this account,
you don't know.
You don't know. You got to find a way.
You don't know.
Hey, if you don't know, you don't know.
Who made that account?
Yo, who made this account, though?
Who made this account?
Yo, who made this account?
Literally do not know how this started, by the way.
I remember. I think I remember. But yeah, we don't have any more questions within our mailbox. So if you guys don't have anything else you want to talk about, I think podcast is just about wrapped up.
Well, low key, I don't know. I can't think of anything else that won't get us canceled.
Yeah, not really. I mean, typically,
we should stop you right there.
Yeah. Do I need to take over?
But on the other hand, what are your thoughts on?
I'm gonna have to cut this. If I am cut it now.
Are there usually outros for this?
I forgot to write that in. I'll be honest. But
So
typically,
it's all Edwin's fault that you guys don't have a good outro.
yeah. Do you want me to take over for outros?
Well, I can try.
Let's watch him try.
Yeah. Let's
Every
give it a
single
shot.
one of your attempts is going to be put on this, by the way.
Yes.
Perfect. I love pressure.
I'll make sure to do. I'll do.
Can I get outro music?
No.
I can't get like a 2015 outro music.
Our outro music is
Like,
the intro.
You know
What?
Like a 2015 YouTube video outro song. Like, all right, guys, you guys. All right. Am I really something like that? Am I really that old?
You are old. But no, I see what you mean. But like, how are we supposed to do this? Yeah,
It's fine.
This needs to be better organized next time.
Yeah, how are you gonna have a guest host and not give him a proper script?
That's
Exactly.
a fair
This
point.
really falls.
And then I'm just like I'm like the child of two divorced parents right now.
It's just like me and Edwin like strangling each other, and you just
Basically, I'm just like in the middle of the fight, just like hiding in my room.
he's over here.
Look,
playing
I guess it's on me because I'm a bit more used to how I do it. You know, I already know.
selfish.
I know how to do it.
Are you ready? I think we're gonna try to do a podcast. Outro podcast.
All right, take one.
They really just be giving anyone podcast equipment.
Yeah, true.
I'll just podcast.
They just let me in here. All right. Thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you everybody for watching.
My bad. I wanted to. Let me think. I should think of something to say and then say it. Instead, I'm just.
I think that's the way that things are supposed to work.
All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been a pleasure hosting these two guys, even as a temporary host. And with that, I think we don't have anything else left to say. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Okay, you it out there.
Yeah, I said it twice.
He was going. I was surprised he was going very calm with it for the outro.
I didn't know what else to say. The only thing I thought of was like I'm definitely doing that cringy YouTuber like outro.
No, you got to do the thing where you put your hand up to the camera.
Yeah, it's like, and I'll see you guys later.
Oh my god.
I cringe just looking at it.
Should I try again?
Anyways,
This is gonna be a fun edit. This is gonna be a real fun edit. You're gonna see this and you're gonna regret a lot of it, Edwin. You're gonna hate editing this. But anyway,
future Edwin, I do not apologize. You deserve every single piece of pain that comes with editing all of this.
all right. You want to give another shot at your outro?
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Keep that part in though. The apology.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you're supposed to say something.
Hey, calm down. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in for the Stallion Talk podcast. It was a pleasure to have these guys. It was a pleasure to host for them. Keep a lookout for the next podcast. We're sure to have some more interesting characters on board. With that being said, we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.